Let me take you on a trip overseas. Overseas. Shawty, I got what you need. What you need. What you need. Let me take you on a trip across the water. Let me take you across the water. I do anything to get you started.
Welcome to Lit Lovely Lisa TV, and I'm your host, Lovely Lisa. On the lit sofa, I have Mr. Jayson Foley.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm sensational.
Oh, wow.
I feel good.
I've been seeing you. I've been peeping you on Facebook, Instagram, doing your thing.
I'm trying to.
Oh, baby, you working. You all over the place. You working.
A lot more to do, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be here. I see you growing.
Yes.
From that first inbox, right?
Right.
Crazy, right? Now look
Crazy.
where
And that ain't been too long ago.
Yeah, it was earlier this year, right? For the award show. Yeah, for the Hip Hop Award show. Yeah,
yes.
So.
And it just been rolling ever since.
I see you, man. You've been everywhere.
Man, God is good. That's all I can say.
That's how you gotta do it. You gotta keep rolling.
Honey, He put all this drive and motivation in me, so I just keep to working.
That's what's up.
Keep to working. But we're going to get on you about all you doing out here. You do so much out here, wear so many hats out here in the industry.
I appreciate
Host.
Man.
Artist. Man. Everything. You doing this.
We forgot producer.
I'm telling you. I want you to tell our viewers what it is you do in the industry.
Can I get comfortable? Get comfortable.
Yeah,
no, I clown.
You gonna Lit Lovely Lisa TV, baby. Just don't tell
right.
no now.
We good.
We ain't gonna do all that.
Now, what did you say? Now you want me to tell them about me?
Yes.
Like you said, I'm a host. I host events. I've been booked around the country, like around the nation, flown to different cities to do events. I have my own event for independent artists. I put artists on the road on tours with the help of a few of my affiliates and my big homies. What else? As far as like my music, I did have a deal. I signed the deal, but at the time when I signed the deal, I wasn't smart. So I was just happy to get a deal. Kind of anxious.
Elaborate on that.
I had a song called "Shout It What It Is." At this time, it's like right now, like even like the club scene, the booty music is what's playing right now.
Right.
So the engineer and I want to say producer and overseer of Kinfolk Doug, his name was Pops. At that time the song "Dump Truck" was going crazy.
Oh yeah.
So "Dump Truck," shout out my big homie them too. My big homie produced that, Little Chicken. So that song was going crazy. So at that time there was a DJ here in Memphis named Hydro. And my other brother, rest in peace, TJ, they were like real tight. And they were moving around with like different artists, like even Miscellaneous and all these other artists were with them. And I was always just that fly on the wall. And so like they were like, yo, make a record like this. So I made a song called "Shout It What It Is." It was like a booty song, so I shot a little video to it. And I got a phone call like 4 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I was actually sitting in the studio. And the phone call came through, and it was from the West Coast. And they was like, "Hey, we heard the record." Well, basically somebody put them on the record. Like, listen to this. Like, he's from Memphis, and at that time, like I said, the Dump Truck song was going crazy. So like a lot of eyes was on Memphis artists. And so I did. I got the contract. It took maybe like 2 months to get the contract. I was excited. Didn't read it really. You know what I'm saying? I signed it. You know what I'm saying? And once I signed it, I was like, yeah. I started picking out my cars and. Look, I'm about his house, and it just didn't work like that. I think my first check was like $16.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Like,
wow.
So I had to put them car dreams to the side. You know what I'm saying? To kind of be like, I gotta go independent.
Oh yeah. I bet you. That was a definite. That was definitely something big.
Yeah, no doubt.
And
I learned.
You learned from that.
That's right. I cried.
I know you did.
Because I kept calling.
Oh my goodness.
The phone calls go from every day. Like, hey, we're gonna do this, the contracts, that, the music is this, blah, blah, blah. Those phone calls come every day. And then when you sign, the phone calls go from every day to twice a week to once a month to now you gotta call them and try to get people on the phone. So I was like calling Like, yo, hey, where's the marketing money?
Yep.
Where's this budget? And, oh, she's on vacation. She'll be back next week.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So I kept getting that phone call, and to the point it was just like I was done with it. My dad had passed away, so I kind of backed away from music completely. And that's when I got into the promotion and hosting side of everything. I wanted to learn more about like the business. You know what I mean? Because I saw a lot of people around me eating by booking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They were doing wonderful by just booking artists. And I was like,
Right.
let me find out how that works. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bring, like my first experience with a booked artist was Tank. He had the show, and the guys that I worked with booked him at a club for the after party. And they racked up. And I was like, man, this is where the money at. You know what I'm saying? So like, he got paid for that, but we got paid for this. And so, like I said, I backed away from music for a minute, and started learning that, you know what I mean? So that's how I ended up into the hosting and promoting side of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I heard you had a TV show back in the day. They said you was something hot out here.
Yeah,
What's going on?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a TV show called Street Scenes, where basically like what I did with my own show, Mic Check, we were introducing independent artists, designers. We've had other TV shows on. Like it was a platform for everybody. And at first, we started like on the Comcast network, and we shot it to Fox, and they shot it out the sky. Bow! We can't let that on TV.
Oh,
And we was
wow.
like, what? So it was, for a minute, it was like the show didn't fit. Like it wasn't, Fox didn't want it. But it was doing so well through the Comcast network, and the call-ins, like people were like going crazy trying to get on the show, that Fox was like, okay. So they gave us a Friday night, and from that it was we rocked on Fox for like 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it was on Fox every Friday night for like 2 years.
I know that was an amazing experience. How did it make y'all feel, Fox? That was big.
Yeah, for me it was crazy because the first time I got, I guess a starstruck moment was I was in Walmart, and this whole family was following me. And I'm talking about, I'm going from aisle to aisle, and they, not picking up nothing, but they just walking. I'm talking about the mama dragging her kids.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, so I just stopped. I was like, hey, how you doing? And when I said, how you doing? The dad, I guess, the father, he was like, I told you that was him. I told you that was him. That's the guy on TV. And so I'm in Walmart taking pictures, and that was like one of many times, but I remember that specifically because I was like, wow, I'm just, a little guy right here from, in Memphis, but that TV show was so huge. It opened up a lot of doors, and for different artists. Like we had artists come through that have gone on to sign deals. We've had TV shows that started with us that have now grown to be, nationwide. Look at that show.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, it was.
Y'all
it was
definitely
crazy.
set a trend.
Yeah, it was
Y'all
crazy.
definitely set a trend.
We heard a lot of people when we was like, we're not gonna bring it back. Like we couldn't bring it back because it's a lot of pressure. Like what you doing?
Yes.
Man, when it comes to this TV, man, the guy behind the camera shut up. My dude, like man, like it's a lot of work. A lot of work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about we used to have to shoot that show, and we'll change like 3-4 times in the show, so a shooting can go easy 12 hours.
Right.
For 30 minutes worth of a TV show, so it's a lot behind it.
Yes, I know for a fact. I've been behind the scenes some, and I see what my guys go through.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And, just being a host and, just being independent and having your own, sort of wearing all the hats to be able to pull everything off, I found it to be a lot as well.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot.
You can do it though, Miss Lisa.
Yes.
I know you can. You've been doing it.
Oh yeah.
You're just in front of
what I do.
They just in front of a camera now.
Yeah,
Behind
that's
the
all.
radio station, you've been rocking and rolling. I've been seeing.
Yeah, definitely. It go hand in hand.
Yeah.
It go hand in hand, but some people are just not that comfortable, in front of a camera.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love cameras.
Yeah, see, look at him. He a natural. He a
I've been
natural.
doing it so long,
So for everybody that don't know Jayson Foley, where are you from?
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm from Memphis. A lot of people hear my accent and they say, "Yo, you don't sound like Memphis," and it's only because, like, I have to enunciate my words because of television. Like
Right.
when I auditioned for the TV show, I got turned down. You know, I was turned down. It wasn't anything with my demeanor or anything like that. It was just my, I guess, confidence. I always said this word, no doubt. Like, if anybody go back and look up street scenes, you'll be like, this dude said no doubt 50 times a show. And the producer used to tell me, like, that's your crutch. So, like, if I asked a question, I'd be like, yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it was. And she was like, we can't have you on Fox. You know, you got to come on, Foley. So, I didn't say, I'm not going to say I developed the accent. I just started making sure that when I spoke my words, you could understand what I was saying.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I'm born right here in Memphis, Tennessee, South Memphis. You know what I'm saying? I grew up East Person, South Lauderdale, Essex. You know?
Lately, everybody I've been interviewing South Memphis. Everybody repping South Memphis.
Yeah, that's where it's at. Now, I rolled everywhere now. You know what I'm saying? North Memphis, you know what I'm saying? Shout out. You know what I'm saying? I was on Valentine, Jackson. What you talking about? Like, I've been there.
Oh, so yeah.
Yeah, East Memphis is new to me. These streets in East Memphis is what I'm...
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm more scared of them than I am South Memphis.
I'm an Orange Mound myself.
Oh, yeah, shout out
know?
Orange Mound. Yeah, that was stomping ground, Orange Mound.
Yes. Well, I heard you've been on tour. What was it? You just got off tour, really, actually.
Yeah, and just, well, how can I put it? Like, as far as like the tour, it's, I love it. Like, I've been doing it. You know, shout out to my homie Rico. Shout out to Paul Tut. Like, these guys, man. Shout out to my big homie Sean Romney. Like, these guys. Oh, my big homie. I'm sorry, man. My big homie, the one that's with the booking company. Them the guys that fly me around the nation.
Right.
My guy, Trav, well, you know, everybody knows him as Unknown, but he has his own company. I was with him when he started that company from scratch. Like, I've seen a lot of things. And I mean, he took that company from losing $20,000 to making hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
Hey, that's all I do. I just have fun, Ms. Lisa. Like, life is too short. I lost a lot of friends along this road. And, and you look back at it and you be like, what were they dreaming, you know, before it was their time, you know, and I can't sit back and like not, or be mad or bitter. Like, I just be living, man. That's it.
It's a blessing. It's amazing to watch. It's fun to watch. I smile every time I see it. I say, oh boy, he on the go again. Then he was like, oh, I'm in LA. I said, all right. I said, go on, bro. He doing his thing.
I appreciate you. But it's all grace. I tell people all the time, like, grace and favor will take you a long way.
Yes, sir.
You know, I never burn bridges.
Yes,
I'm always cool. You know, I never do that. Even if we have a disagreement, I just kind of give it time, and then if you don't address it, I may address it. And just be like, yo, hey, look, you know, back then this is what happened. But now we on something totally different. So a lot of those phone calls I get be from old people that I know, and they be like, hey man, I got this going. Can you? Yeah, you know, I'm there. Just let me know.
That's the way all things should be done. You know, as adults, you know, if you're feeling hot-headed, sometimes take that break, come back and talk about it. I don't think it's nothing that you should be able to talk about and work things out on.
Exactly.
So, you know, I really commend you for that.
I appreciate it. Well, that's what Tracy Morgan said. Tracy Morgan was like, the thing that destroys black people when it comes to business is that we put our emotions into it.
Yes.
And a lot of times emotion and business, they always collide somewhere. And so, you know, like I said, I can't be that way. I have to be happy. Like, I have to smile. You know what I'm saying? I have to do it.
Well, it looks good on you. Keep doing you, brother. Keep doing you. It's so great to see. It's awesome.
Yes, ma'am. I'm ecstatic to be here. Yo, we gotta take this interview longer.
Oh yes.
You gotta ask me some more questions because come on now.
They coming on with it. I'm coming
about.
on with it.
Let's talk.
Now, who inspired you to get on this track to do what all you do?
Do you want to, like, you know, you want music or you want just overall?
Overall.
It's kind of hard because I think my dad, as far as overall, because my dad was in music. Like, my dad played backup drums for Isaac Hayes.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, my dad was with Elvis Presley.
Wow.
And so, like, I got like all those pictures and things like that. So, like, just watching my dad and how my dad his name was Doc. And everybody called him Doc because he was so smooth, he was just so cool. And I just remember just being in South Memphis and you know, just here come Doc, and I'd be following behind him. And that right there kind of just, I think the biggest thing in my life was when he saw me on TV. Like past the graduations, past all the awards and the other things that I've got, it was when he saw me on TV. And then when I realized that my dad was sitting in front of the TV at 1 o'clock in the morning to watch me on Fox, that really was like,
That's amazing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cause most of the time, you know, older
Yes.
people, they be sleep, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, 1 o'clock, I can't come on at 7. Like, nah, baby. You know what I'm saying?
That's my son.
Yeah.
I'm staying up and watching
And you know what I'm
this.
saying? My dad is set up, man. And he called me the first night we aired. And he called me like at 1:30 right after the show went on. He was like, boy, I just saw you on TV. And I was like, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? And that made my day. So, you know, rest in peace to my dad, you know, but he's the one that, like, for me to keep going, like now, he's the one I'm just like, I know he wants me to do, just keep growing and keep growing. And the accolades, they'll be there, but I'm trying to reach something like really high right now.
It's inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
It is definitely inspiring. And it's working out. It's working out. I'm so proud of you. I'm telling you, every time I see you, I can't do nothing but smile. Because I promise you, you're doing a lot of things.
I try to, and I'm thankful for everybody, like even yourself, because a lot of people could easily, you know, kind of write me off, but people like yourself and other media outlets, y'all be like, look, we got to talk to this young man. And,
Yes.
And it works. Like I have fun. And you know, side note, I want to give a shout out to the Southern Entertainment Award. I was and I am honored as the 2018. It was 2018. I just got my trophy this year though, or my plaque. The 2018 Southern Influential. So I'm honored. Like it's an honor for the Southern Entertainment Award. And I'm like, that's real big to me because I was on the list.
Huge.
I was on the list with Lil Larry and a couple of other guys. My homie Homer D. It was like a bunch of us, but it's like to be in that ranking with these guys that have worked with major artists to, as they say, be one of the staples in Southern entertainment. And I took that. That was big to me. I was like a kid when I got that plaque. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to side note that. Shout out to Southern Entertainment Awards and everything else. Memphis Hip Hop, I got that award too. So I'm just
That's
happy.
awesome.
Yeah.
I know you wear a lot of hats out here. You know, you do many things. What is the main thing that you want to focus on in your career?
Right now, I want to focus on my music. Like, I want to focus on music I have a passion for it. I have a passion for it. I actually play music. I play keys.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. I play keys. I play trumpet, and I also play. I can't think of guitar. I always lost myself. I play guitar, piano, and trumpet. I'm actually a musician. That was actually my way into college because grades really wasn't there, but UT needed band and orchestra, which I was like, oh, okay, not a lot of us in orchestra.
Right.
And that kind of opened the door for me to go to UT. So I used it, you know, in my favor. So I really want to focus on my music. But of course, it's just when different calls come in, you know, you kind of do, you know, what you got to do. So I'm focusing on music, but when that phone call come in for me to host, hey, I need you in so-and-so, I need you in Atlanta, I need you here, I go ahead and do that. You know, I got to go ahead and get the bag, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Gotta go
Well, you sort of the jack of all trades here, man. And you just coming out with all these sellers.
I'm trying.
Man.
Trying.
And you been sitting on half of them. Look how long I've been knowing you. You only just give me little bits and pieces as we go along. You did.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't like to, you know, it took my big homie Paul to kind of tell me, like, yo, Foley, like, bro, you too modest. Even my other bro, like my bro Faith to God, you know, he was like, we was on the way back from Atlanta, and a couple of I was getting phone calls on major artists, major artists, like, hey, you know, we want to move this major artist like this. What do you think?
Right.
I'm driving back from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not flying, I'm driving, but I'm getting these phone calls, and you know, and both of those guys told me, like, yo, you too modest, like you. And I'm like, that's kind of how I was raised. You know, just do what I do, and the rest will show itself. You know, it'll show itself. So yeah, I wear a lot of hats, but a lot of people really don't know.
Well, they know now. They know now.
They don't know too much now, though.
Not too much.
They don't know too much.
He ain't gonna give too much. He gonna give a little bit when he come back.
He
hold a lot of stuff. That's what he do.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what you do.
See, that, like, when they praise that person over there, I may be that little guy sitting over in the corner like this right here. And everybody gonna say, why is he even here? And they won't even know that I might have pushed the button on a lot of things like that, you know. So, and I just kind of I live better like that, you know. Just let me keep working, and the rest will show itself.
Please welcome the legendary Miscellaneous, the boss, to the lit stage.
Wait. The man, you why they mad at me? Why they mad at me? Why they mad at me? I done bossed up on these, now they mad at me. Why they mad at me? Why they mad at me? Why they mad at me? I done sauced up on these, just now they mad at me. This that sauce, this that drip, this that turn, this that lit, this that wave, this that dope, this that gas, this that blow. I done bossed up on these, now they mad at me. I left my found a plug, he threw a bag at me, and now up, I mean I really took a loss, but I done bounced back on my feet just like a boss. On my own, by myself, so that strong, nobody help. Down, bad, no one around, and now I'm up, top, down. Taking trips and rocking $100 liners, blowing gas and rocking mismatch your designers. I had a dream, but them started to laugh at me. Now I'm sauced up on these bitches, why they mad at me? 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 I done bossed up on these, now they mad at me. This that jug, this that plate, this that pot. Watch me squirt. This the block, ain't no love. How'd you connect and never show the plug? You ain't getting money, what is wrong with you? You dying over this who don't belong to you. You in the way if you ain't trying to get rich. You gossip with a water pillar talking with the bitch. In that trap, triple beams. Put my money behind my dreams. Broke down packs, stack my racks, and now I'm gone, ain't looking back. Why they mad at me? Why they mad at me? Why they mad at me? I done bossed up on these, now they mad at me. Why they mad at me? Why they mad at me? Why they mad at me? I done sauced up on these bitches, now they mad at me.
What up, it's your boy Miscellaneous, man. Representing the South Memphis, boss like VNT. Just got off the stage right here at Lisa's Lounge, and it's a great honor and a pleasure to be here. Just rock the stage. You got to check me out at any social media sites at MISCDABOSS. That's Mr. Boss. And get ready for the new album, Money Bound the Dream. And the new single is out right now on all major platforms right now. Mad at Me, produced by Lil Mac. Y'all know what it is. Miscellaneous.
LPZ up in here. LPZ up in here. LPZ up in here. LPZ up in here. I'm a king. I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king. I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. Okay, they been sleeping on me, now it's time to wake up from that nap. Get to know me, shawty, you can do that when you hear me rap. Flowing like a river when I spit, I know you feeling that. Crowns on my head, beat snapbacks and some fitted caps. Yep, turn it to the back and walk tall. Under 6 feet, I'm really not that tall at all. But I do some things that you never seen, bruh. Acting like a king. Why is that? Cause I'm a king, bruh. With a swagger that you probably never ever saw. Call me sushi cause I gotta give it to him raw. Southpaw like a left-handed boxer. Get the microphone and start snapping like a lobster. Yes, sir, I've been made all over. Not Jehovah Witness, but I witness for Jehovah. Yep, I'm a soldier, marching on the scene. Christ paid the price, so I've been made a righteous king. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. Crown up on my head, yeah, I cut them dreads. Focus on my craft, gotta keep the family fed. I am on my grind, kingdom on my mind. I ain't talking about rims when I say I'm getting my shine. I'm talking about that light, shining through my life. High flows, hot tracks, gotta represent Christ. Step up on the scene, looking like a king, walking like a king, talking like a king. Not just any king, talking about a righteous king. Declared righteous by Christ, yep, Christ the king. Not moved by man, don't care what you're talking about. People's here, keep talking while I'm walking it out. Yep, doing my thing, repping Jesus' name. Going hard, moving up, yep, that's my aim. Bouncing, swagging, fresh kicks and some jeans. Walking with my chest out, cause I'm a king. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king, I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, swag, swag, swag. I'm a king, homie. Swag, swag, swag. You a king, homie. Swag, swag. We some kings, homie. Swag, yeah, yeah. Let go. I'm a king, I'm a king. I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king. I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king. I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king. I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king. Real talk, man. I'm a king, baby. You a king, baby. Man, keep your head up and walk like a king. Talk like a king. You know what I'm saying? The Bible clearly told us that God made us to be kings and priests. You know what I'm saying? So walk in your kingship. Jesus is the king of kings. You know what I'm saying? So you a king that Jesus is king over. You know what I'm saying? You a king, rule. Exercise dominion and authority in the earth. Cause that's what you've been commanded to do. Dominion and authority in the earth. Peasy up in here. I'm a king, I'm a king. I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. I'm a king, I'm a king. I've been made a righteous king. You gon' know that I'm a king when I step up on the scene. Okay, they been sleeping on me, now it's time to wake up from that nap.
Now, wasn't that lit? Make sure you guys tune in next week, Thursday at 12 midnight. Lit Lovely Lisa TV. She lit, she lit.